Hello, my loves. Hello, hello, hello. So, I have officially made it to Bali, and I'm so excited to do this beautiful soul activation from Bali to you. Take a deep breath in. So, when it comes to soul activations, it's important to understand what it means on a level to connect with your soul at a higher capacity. And when we're starting this journey of connecting with our soul, connecting to our soul in a higher capacity, it's understanding that everything that we need to know is always within us. It's stored within our body, it's stored within our being, it's stored within our cellular memory. And the more that we choose alignment with our soul, the more we have access to our gifts. So many times you feel like you're seeking something outside of you, but in all reality, it's inviting you to go within. And, when we think of the aspect of healing and releasing and, purging and letting go, we do this so that we can access our true infinite being, our true ethereal being, and our true cellular DNA and memory. Because obviously, in the world that we live in at this point, uh, with the matrix coding, a lot of that coding goes on top of our infinite truth, our infinite being. So, unless we actively choose as this sovereign human being to seek out our soul truth, to seek out our higher gifts, to seek out our infinite wisdom, then those codes of the matrix can easily block us. And yes, there are all the bugs out here. So, welcome. If this is your first time here, my name is Melissa Bates. I am a beautiful, divine, high level, galactic, angelic, beautiful channel, quantum healer, as well as a light language facilitator, also known as a light language keeper, because I'm here to activate millions of people with their light language and bringing that really powerful, profound healing modality on. And the healing modality that I'm here to really invite others into is quantum healing, and quantum healing with God Source Universe, beautiful galactic beings of light, Sophia Christ consciousness, and really high level, profound angelic beings of light as well, and so many more. But if you have been called to my channel lately and you've been really just, interested in light language and what it means to be a light language facilitator, then definitely stick around and watch this video, because we're not only going to talk about soul activation, but we're also going to talk about how to begin activating your light language and how to begin seeking those paths. And yeah, so if you're here for that, hang out, stay a bit. My light language journey started over 3 years ago, and the way that light language found me. And the reason I'm saying this is because it's important to know that this is my soul path. And when you're starting to access your soul path, you're going to start accessing things that, when you were 10, 12, 30, however old you are right now, you might not have known that this reality was for you. When I was growing up, I studied photography. I worked as an executive assistant. I, actually did photography, did graphic design. So, like, this, career choice now is completely different from what I sought out when I was growing up. And something about the household that I was raised in, my mom, at a very young age, she would always take us to, psychic shops, and we knew about crystals and tarot readings and things of this sort. But like, I never thought that I would be in that field. I never thought that that would be a part of me. But, her soul was showing me things that were also here for me too. But later down the line, when I connected it, I felt very comfortable actually accessing it, because I had such, an open, I want to say open, eclectic, unique mom, especially as an African American, because there can be a lot of just concerns about this, or depending on what religion you grew up in, there might be something that just kind of holds you away from this path, or makes you feel uncomfortable to bring it to the forefront, uncomfortable to do it, uncomfortable to seek the path. But I've seen so many people that I've brought online work through these things because they find the internal love of their truth. And something that I like to say always is, well, are you going to let someone else keep you away from your internal truth, or you're going to choose your internal truth? You know, when I first started sharing, my gifts with my family, friends, partner, things in that sort, like, of course I was nervous at that point, but I also knew that it was something I loved so deeply, so I didn't want to keep it away from them. And every one of them expressed just so much love for me and what I did, and they just supported me, and that was it. So, there might be people that are not, and I did have someone that was not um, fully invested in it, didn't fully believe it, didn't fully believe that it was, very pure and intentional. Um, but the way that I dealt with that was I knew my truth, and I knew the experience that I've had with it, because I experienced light language before, I started facilitating it, and then I started to see all my clients just have massive transformations with it. So, like, I was like, you're one person. You're one person, and I have millions of people that are here seeking this wisdom, seeking this guidance. So, I'm going to hang out with the millions of people to help them grow, evolve, and expand. And when you're ready, it's here for you if you choose, and it's coming to those acknowledgments of that's fully okay, it's fully, it's everyone's sovereign right to choose what they want to be involved with. But if someone doesn't believe in my work, that's not for me to really necessarily care, because I believe in my work. And all the clients that have had amazing success believes in my work. So I'm going to hang out with the people that actually want to shift and change and really want to invest themselves in this magic of our world and understanding the deeper knowing of who we are on a soul level at a high capacity. So that's a little bit about that. If anyone was just kind of struggling with bringing out your own spiritual gifts, or just feeling like, people are going to turn away from you. And also I want to say, when I started this journey, I didn't really know anyone doing this until I met my mentors and guides. And then I started, working with manifestation to call in beautiful like-minded souls. And like all my beautiful besties were channels, were light language facilitators, like seriously. I obviously have my beautiful besties that I grew up with, um, but they understand my work and they love it. But I've called a lot of beautiful people into my life. Even some of my clients are just like my dear friends now, because we're all here to do this work together. And there's such a beautiful union and bond when we understand that and start to co-create with that magic and call in our soul tribe, our soul family, and really learn to grow in that space. So that is just kind of a little tidbit that I wanted to jump into, and it felt very spirit driven. So we're going to do this beautiful soul activation. So I'm going to invite you to just close your eyes, and as I said, I am in Bali, so you're getting all the background noise with the water, the pool, the beautiful bugs, birds, all the things. So close your eyes and just bring yourself into this moment. Let your soul just receive the beautiful gifts and codes from Bali. And as you're receiving this, I invite you to just kind of attune to your chakra system, flowing from your crown, top of your head, all the way down to your root chakra and out into your earthly chakras. And bringing in golden Christ light, golden light coming through all of your chakras. And just feel that energy, feel that purity, feel that just love, inviting your angels to surround you, inviting in quantum technology, the scroll of love, scroll of light, placing it on your field, dropping in the beautiful heart key as well, quantum technology, just allowing you to experience this beautiful expansion of life, expansion of you, bringing in your calling forward and bringing in your beautiful sovereign higher self collective right here, inviting you into your sovereign grids right here. And if you have a spiritual business, inviting your spiritual business into the sovereign grid. Take a deep breath in. Just really allowing yourself and setting the intention to collapse time here and now. that you're available to collapse time, that you're available to see who you are at a higher capacity. And maybe you've already collapsed time and you already know your soul truth, but maybe you're having some resistance to moving forward. These codes are going to help you release that resistance. But then it's going to invite you to make that decision. So when I found light language, it was not hard to make the decision. The only factor in between me saying yes to light language was financial abundance. That was it. Everything else, I was 100% on board, but the financial abundance of hiring the mentor that I desired at that time was a very expansive choice for me. So when I spoke to her very intentionally, and I said, I'm fully in. I was fully in on every single cell of my body, fully in. But I knew that, there was a point where I had to call in more abundance. So I started co-creating with God to call in more abundance. And I fully let God know that I'm fully in. I'm fully in. So I invite in the abundance. And, you know, the reason I'm explaining this to you is because when you are fully in on something, the universe cannot help but collapse time for you. So I remember telling her that, okay, by the end of the month or next month, I'm so excited. I'm going to be signing up for you. I'm going to be accumulating the money. And then within a week, okay, a week, the universe brought me a new high level one-to-one client, and I was able to take a portion of that funding and start my journey with light language. So the reason I'm saying this is because I was fully in, and since I was so fully in on a mind, body, soul level, the universe fully, you know, collapsed time to bring me that beautiful funding to help me shift into this reality and to help me become my true self. So if you are at a point where you're really desiring to expand, and maybe the financial flow right now is something that you are really just worried about or stressed about, just start working with Source and start going all in. I am all in, and show God, Source, Universe, of all there is, that you're all in, and let God collapse time for you. Take the aligned actions. Maybe it's like you have an old program. Obviously, if you already have a spiritual business, maybe you have an old program that you haven't launched, and then all of a sudden Source is like, launch this program, and then you have all these beautiful clients that come in, and there you go. Or maybe you are really at your beautiful 9 to 5, and you're like, oh my God, I would absolutely love a raise. And maybe the 9 to 5, you know that you have right now, you get your raise, or you get another offer from another job that's like double your salary. So this is what happens when you go all in. The universe cannot help but co-create with you in your all-in energy. And this is the thing, the majority of humanity, they don't go all in. They have one foot out, or they have like 9 toes out and 1 toe in, and then they're wondering, like, well, why isn't anything happening for me? And it's because you're not going all in. So, you know and I want to speak to this because on a financial level, once again, if it's like, well, Melissa, I can't go all in, I don't have that financial level, but you can go all in, because you go all in on an energetic level. And when you're all in on an energetic level, then God can only bring you the financial aspects of what you desire and require to get you there. So for me, with my energy, I fully put it into the program. Like, I was getting excited about the program. I was thinking about, oh my God, I get to bring this to my clients. I get to expand my business. Like, I was fucking all in on an energetic level. And that is why I collapse times at such a high capacity. And, you know, talking about this, and even in the aspect of like, if it's, well, there's a beautiful butterfly, I think. Even the aspect of, maybe it's not about your financial, your soul expansion, or maybe it's not about your financial expansion, but whatever you're desiring, maybe you're calling in, the highest level soul aligned partner, and you're not going all in because you don't believe that you're worthy and deserving of it, or you're focusing on the partners that you've had in the past. Well, now you get to jump in and say, no, I'm fully ready, I fully deserve this, I'm fully worthy, and I'm so excited to meet this person. I'm so excited to do this with this person, and this with this person, and this with this person. Or maybe you're going all in on your health journey. Like, just go all in. literally just go all in and get excited about the journey. Get excited about what's going to unfold on the journey. And that is when you're literally placing these energetic breadcrumbs for the universe to help you collapse time, right? So for me, when I was, you know, wanting to start creating retreats, because this space that you're seeing right now, we just finished our beautiful light language retreat in Bali. And, you know, 2, 3 years ago, I wasn't doing retreats, but I remember I desired them so much. And I kept telling the universe, oh my God, I can't wait to hold a retreat, this. And then last year, the universe said, go all in, commit to it. And I was like, okay, let's commit to it. So then last year, I hosted my first international retreat in Costa Rica. And like, this is the thing. When you commit to it, the universe will show up and provide for you. And I just literally, the universe just plopped things in, because something for me, and I just like to be very open and honest with my journey, you know, when I was thinking about hosting retreat, it felt very overwhelming. I was like, okay, what about the place? How this? And those factors were like, okay, well, let me just put it on the back burner for a little bit. But the universe was like, showed me so many things, just even through social media. I remember watching this beautiful soul, and she was having this retreat at this Costa Rica space, and I was like, oh my God, this space is beautiful. So then I, saved the space, and then I ended up contacting them and just kind of trying to see how, like how much the space was and all the things included. And like when they got back to me, I was like, this is amazing. I can totally do this. Let's do it. And then I put my deposit down and I just went full in. But the universe will always show you and help you collapse time to bring forward your desires. So maybe you are, obviously, a lot of you here follow me for my light language, my money abundance, my expansion, things of that sort. So maybe you are working on your expansion with money. Maybe you are desiring that. And the universe is like, hey, I put this beautiful money mentor in front of you. Are you going to allow yourself to move forward in collapse time? Or, hey, I put this beautiful light language facilitator and quantum healer and channel in front of you. Are you going to allow yourself to collapse time? Or, hey, I'm going to show you who you are. Do you feel really called to what she's channeling? And do you feel the amazing vibrations? Yeah, this is your soul work. Like the universe doesn't play games with you. It will continuously facilitate like everything that's available for you. And it's just you being open to seeing it and allowing yourself to receive it and going from there. And when you go from there more and more and more and more and more, you're just going to see the world open up for you, and you're going to collapse time, and you're going to be like, holy shit, how did I do this? And then you're going to do it again and again and again and again. And then you're going to teach other people to do it. And we're just going to have and live in a better world. Done and done. But we need people like you. We need people like myself, my beautiful clients, to understand what is available for us. And, I've welcomed so many abundant things in my life over the last several years that I didn't even know that I had access to. Building my beautiful business. Like I remember when my online business was just a dream. I remember when I was like, oh my God, I wish I can build a business where I can travel the world and I don't have a boss and it'll support me and my family. And boom, I built a 6-figure business and growing. And I remember I was manifesting my beautiful dream car. Boom, manifested my dream car. I remember I wanted to relocate to San Diego. Boom, relocated to San Diego. I remember I wanted to travel and go to Japan and go to Europe, and I've been able to spend so much beautiful time abroad, and the universe always came through. And I'm not going to tell you every time I did it and set it out, it was easy. No, there were some times where I was like shitting bricks, and I was like, oh my gosh, Melissa, what's going on right now? Because I was going through, I'm a being that's continuously growing. I'm a being of light. I'm a human of light, continuously growing, continuously evolving. So I go through emotions. I go through, my transitions, and I don't even want to say ups and downs. I want to say transitions because, an up and down is like a transition. It's a breaking point, a breakthrough point, and sometimes you break down to glow up. We've all been there. So with this you know, transmission today. It's just a deep, profound invitation to allow yourself to desire to experience what is available for you and go all in. Because when you go all in, and even when you do things, like I always say this when someone approaches me for any of my programs, and they're like, Melissa, I'm not sure I should do it. I'm like, well, are you ready to go all in? Like, if you're ready to go all in, and this is something that is like been pinging you, then let's do it. If you're not ready to go all in, then come back to me when you're ready to go all in, because I've seen it significantly. When people are ready to go all in, the results that you have in my program are tremendously. They're fantastic. But I've also seen people go through my programs with massive resistance. And, a lot of them do break through a lot of the resistance, but sometimes they'll break through the resistance and then they go back because they weren't all in. So it's like, go all in, my loves. Go all in and like be about it. And allow yourself to experience that magic in beautiful, amazing ways. So that's just something that I want to say. And I just want to tune in to see if there's anything else that spirit wants to come through. And it feels like we're complete. So thank you for receiving this today. There will be more beautiful transmissions from Bali. And if you are new to my channel, make sure that you subscribe. And if you are also new to my channel, I do have a beautiful podcast, and it's called The Recoded Wealthy Woman. And there'll be some massive, beautiful transmissions on there as well. So stay tuned to the magic. If you don't follow me on Instagram, hang out with me on Instagram at Melissa B. Bates _, TikTok, Melissa B. Bates, and I love you. Mwah.